Hello, neighbor.
How are you?
I'm not well.
I'm sorry.
Do you smell that bleach in the hallway? When you go back up to your apartment, smell it. All the other neighbors smell it. It's military grade weaponized chloride fluorine dumped in the water tank at the central intake level. They have to poison the whole building to try to kill me because they can't access my water tank, because my water tank is now being monitored by international and UN intelligence after they did almost kill me. Okay, and I have been for the last going on 3 weeks. Okay, I lived in my bed from March 10th to 26th, and I had very little bit to eat that whole time. Every top tooth in my mouth was loose. My water was turquoise blue. I have pictures, video. My wash rag is bleached. My hair is bleached yellow. Okay, because I take baths, I don't take shower, and as part of my daily regular treatment plan, I take like 1.5 to 2 hour scalding soaks with pounds and pounds of Epsom salt and magnesium flakes, which is probably why I'm not in a whole lot worse condition than I am. In addition to the xeloid volcanic ash, I drink about 6 times a day to absorb heavy metal neurotoxins such as weaponized chloride fluorine.
Has anybody else got this shit going on?
Well, yeah, people, if you ask around, yes, people will tell you, yes, the water smells like bleach. Penny on the 5th floor, her whole bottom row of teeth are rotted down to numbs. It's and because it's ate her teeth right down to the roots. Ken in apartment 104, I just took him some cigarettes because he's too sick to go get his own. Willie up in 303, who they are also targeting. The old man who kind of walks like this, looks like he's not going to make it much longer. That's why. He's also being targeted.
For what reason?
Okay, because this, and to tell you who I am international intelligence. I am also a missing persons. I am Interpol Yellow Notice number 21-22733. And I'm here under International Criminal Court and International Court of Justice Protection. My UN representatives are China, Russia, and my people, Iran. And I have already reported to UN Mission of Foreign Affairs to North Korea, and I have already reported these crimes of terrorism to UN Mission of Foreign Affairs to the Kingdom of Bahrain, and I exploited the call logs on Facebook, okay, because that's what I do, along with all my international emails, and along with all the highly classified
So you're a terrorist?
No, I'm on the terrorist watch list, and I'm also on the Patriot Act list, and so is my 4-year-old granddaughter, who's been on there before she could ever walk and talk. Okay, because that's how
Get out of here.
That is how the United States.
Guy up there on the 8th floor, he's the only one.
Oh, he's probably talking to a squirrel or something on his porch. He's a drunk anyways. I had to report him for sexual harassment.
I don't like that other big mouth clown that comes down that's got a beard, white beard, loud, obnoxious.
Okay, that is Ken. The one I said in 104 is sick.
No, not him.
Oh.
He lives on 3. He lives on our floor. Big loud mouth. There's 2 of
Barney
them.
Rubble looking motherfucker.
Yeah.
He's there as a handler for me. He was put in there. My CIA Navy intelligence detail for the Vatican and Interpol Vatican, who has a contract here with CIA Macomb County Corporate Council, KMG, U.S. Army Private Corporate Military Contracted KMG Prestige, put him there about right before I moved in. He lived on another floor, and they moved him there as a handler. There's only 23 civilians in this building, my friend, and only 2 of those civilians are not victims of Homeland Security, NGO Contracted Pharmaceutical Research without people's knowledge and consent. AKA the Nazi Eugenics Programs that never ended but were just renamed, rebranded, classified top secret, and legalized under the Nuremberg Code. just like kidnapping, human trafficking, terrorism, and murder is legalized under the Patriot Act. And there are thousands of us who do not belong on there. And the reason I'm on there, I sacrificed my life to save the life of 12 people, including my father, Roger Del Payton, and my daughter, Geneva Nicole Payton. My family are missing peoples. And on September 12th to 14th, 2018, I ran 2 hours for my life under international aircraft protection in a Hillary Clinton Pfizer pharmaceutical operation. Me and my father were and to make this make a little bit more sense, we're a Pep-Hel family. My grandfather, my uncle, and my 2 cousins are the General Society of Jesus Christ of the Jesuit Order, who controls the pedophile, sodomite Pope, and all intelligence agencies. And this is a 13-family bloodline war against the Clintons, and I promise you this time the Clintons are on the wrong side of the Clinton suicides. Okay? And so then in December 2020, 300 nukes went up surrounding the United States of America in response to America and the Trilateral Commission's COVID-19 biowarfare operation. Okay? This is what's going on. And I have survived now 4 assassination attempts in that apartment, 2 kidnappings. One of the kidnappings is a 13-minute video of it that I have, and which I can show you if you'd like to see it. And I am the reason why you don't have to roll up your sleeve and get injected with what is a bioweapon. It's called gain-of-function research. And I am the reason why you don't have to mask up like a muzzle minion and follow the arrows like a patriotic slave, okay? And the United States of America is being stripped of its right to exist under international law for being a terrorist corporation owned by the Vatican that wages war against the civilian population.
I'm sure it is.
Well,
we're into a whole bunch of shit.
Oh, yes, you are. And I say you on a gen, not you personally.
Right.
And
I
I'm
watch live Newsbox live every day and watch what's going on in the world. I mean, if you come in my house, that's what the channel is.
Well, they won't tell you the truth. And what I'm telling you, listen.
I know, but I see pictures and I watch and I listen to what's going on. You know, I mean, it's not good out here. My daughter's now talking about going over to Portugal.
Because that's the United States. That's the CIA puppet government. You know, and they're gonna fall. I'm getting a cigarette out. I just have that bottle the whole because I make them homemade.
You're getting out ready to take the whole.
No. Would you like one? No.
You want one with a filter? I mean, a regular cigarette?
No. This is what I like. I buy natural untreated tobacco. You know, because
I vape when I'm up there, but I come out here and smoke.
Hold on.
Because I don't want. I've got so many troubles going on with this fucking place.
Oh, well, this is the reason I'm not just telling you this. I tell everybody this. I walk the streets and pass out my missing persons cards, and when you see me alone, I'm never alone. I'm not alone right now. I am always in constant contact with my international intelligence detail in the International Criminal Court who is here. And I will prove this to you that I am who I say that I am. This is often the only, like right now, these phones my detail has lost control of the phones. I can't make calls or anything right now. So oftentimes Facebook is the only contact I have with the outside world. That is me. That's the International Criminal Court emblem. That's the way to find me. I do this for your own knowledge and information, for no other reason than knowledge is power. And the United States State Department has a now 6-year nationwide state media gag order against me in this operation. I am the only one who can and will tell you this because I am the only one. They do not have the power or the protection to kill. They cannot kill me. So, and the State Department is hiding it from you all. And everything you're seeing on mainstream media is a smokescreen. It's a cover-up. For example, let me show you what really happened in Afghanistan. We ended the war with the first 50 American war criminal arrests. And the Americans got on planes and they hightailed it out of there in fear of their life, and they left 100,000 Americans stranded, abandoned, and starving in the streets of Afghanistan, and their number is now down to about less than 20,000 still alive. And they also left $90 million worth of United States military equipment. And then the Operation Russia in Ukraine. Okay, how you doing, my friend? That we started that. That is President Putin is securing, pushing NATO back and securing his borders because they're coming in here and they're getting me and my family out, and America's done. And you're all any morning away from waking up. This is not gonna happen. Okay, it's not going that way. This is now. And the only reason, see, this hostage situation is the only reason why it's just to this. This is all it is yet. But I have something here I want to show you. I'm looking at the wrong thing. They're hiding it from all of you. And so in that operation, what was uncovered.
You know what? Yesterday because I got bedrooms again. Second time in 5 months.
Did you verify that for yourself?
My son, I don't know if you see. My son's been coming over here a lot.
I don't know who he is.
Okay.
If you told me he's an exterminator, if you and your son cannot verify it yourself, you probably don't have him.
No, I got him.
You do?
Yeah. But since the first time they exterminated, I don't have him. But they said it's a minimum now they have to exterminate three times in a row. Well, they didn't show up this morning, and I left with my cat for 30 fucking hours, and they lost the key to my apartment. So they couldn't get in, so I said, well, you owe me $300, because when I wasn't ready for you, I had to pay you.
Why did you pay them?
I had to.
No, you did not.
I should have.
You should have did what I told you to do. I won my case, and I'm about to start another case with them. And I'm not preparing my apartment, and I'm not leaving for 7 days. And they are going to give me the meal allowance that they don't want nobody to know about. They got to give us
shelter and meals when they put us out of it. When they do this renovation, they have to give us. I read the contract that's on the web of how much money they got and shit to redo this place.
Could you text it to me? Could you text me a link to that?
I can refind it again. But I'll try.
I need that. If you can find it, I need it.
They got to put you up for 7 days, and they got to give you 3 square meals a day.
Yes, they do. And there's and they're doing the same thing in another housing unit in Texas, and they are suing them because they tried to do the same shit to them people.
They want you to sit around down here in the lobby.
Well, I can't do it.
Cats that I've got to take care of.
Reasonable. I'm going to give you that number. Did you save that number?
I don't think I did.
I'm going to give it to you again. I'm going to write this down in case you don't know this. You need to request a reasonable accommodation for your disability. And then what they will have you do, is they will have you go to your doctors, whatever, get documentation.
I got it. They've got documentation.
All you got to do, email it or fax it to Aaron. Aaron will contact them. He will request
Aaron.
The advocate at Fair Housing. It's like a legal organization. That's the contact.
Because my doctor wrote them a letter because they keep wanting me to pull my furniture out. Push my furniture back, pull it out, push it back. My surgeon wrote them and said she can't pull or push nothing over 15 pounds.
Let me tell you something.
And they keep making me do it.
I know this. You are also on their targeting list, like many other people in here. This is Senior Residence Cover Front, okay? You walked right into a CIA PSYOP, okay? A Patriot Act PSYOP. There's only 23 civilians that live in here. And a lot of these are contracted operatives, TI role players, targeted individual role players, and stuff like this. This is why, ma'am, but even, you would have found, I'm going to show you something really mind-blowing about this place in a minute after I show you this. Here's what happened in Afghanistan. Expand that a little bit so you can see the thing. This is a White House State Department briefing with Osama bin Laden, CIA codenamed Tim Osman, while they are conspiring, America's manufactured war on terror. Now, his name, that's Tim Osman, aka Osama bin Laden, who is alive and well in Boston, living in Boston, Massachusetts as an American citizen. See what kind of ride they've taken you guys on? Okay, there's a CIA document, basically heavily redacted, that basically, confirms Tim Osman, CIA. There's Condoleezza Rice, and here's my friend, Hillary Clinton. Okay, it's probably one of their satanic occult blood ritual sacrifices, I'm assuming. And there's Barry Soetoro, okay, aka the fictitious Barack Obama, who otherwise never existed if they hadn't manufactured him, who they married to a man and then had to kidnap 2 babies to raise them as their own. Okay, it's all a fucking lie, my friend. Okay, here is a Egyptian newspaper article of a translation of a funeral article in Egyptian paper for December 26, 2001. News of bin Laden's death and funeral 10 days ago. Okay, you see what kind of psyop you ran on this. Okay, so this is what's going on.
Yeah, it just, this place is run so bad. It's
This is the best right here. Now, why I was showing you this is, on your own time, look me up. All 4 years of everything that was being hidden from you, and emails, call logs, psych evaluations. I got numerous psych evaluations that verify my credibility from numerous doctors on here. I am who I say I am, and I am telling you the truth. And I'm telling you for no other reason than knowledge is power, and your rights are being violated. And if you look me up on your own time, you can sit and read this. Now, they heavily shadow ban me, so sometimes it's easier to find me on my backup page, and then you can find the main page. And always read the comments. I will leave a main post on top for months and work mind-blowing information in the comments. Videos of all these. See, I don't go anywhere without a body cam. And I got a whole list of videos I would be happy to send to you that you could sit and listen to and take what you could use to serve your own purpose if you like.
My son, my family's had it.
Well, okay. I have this in a summary that's easier to read, just to show you what this is. This is Bell versus KMG Prestige. And that's page 1 of that court document.
I've called KMG like 3 times. They've never called me back.
Yeah, they won't. They won't. And now let me read to you what that summary is. CIA, Macomb County Corporate Council, U.S. Army Private Corporate Military Contracted, KMG, Lawrence Park Apartments. Okay, Bell versus KMG Management. On March 8, 2022, plaintiff Dawn Bell filed a pro se complaint naming KMG Management Prestige, the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, the Michigan State Police, and Michigan Civil Rights Department. Bell claims that these agencies are responsible for human trafficking of Bell and her children. She says they also participated in a hate crime against her, which led to a domestic terrorist attack and a kidnapping of Bell and her son. Bell asked for relief to flee the United States in the amount of $88 billion witness protection, and she claims that there have been threats against hers and her family's life. Okay, that's what this place is. That is what HUD housing is. Okay, it's not just here. That is what public HUD housing is nationwide. Okay, that is what it is. And this is, we've already taken out Sing Development, and this is a 37-year operation, and we are in the last days of it. And we're just waiting for rescue as hostages now. And just to make that make sense to you, I will show you what that looks like. Because this is the reason why you had the 6-foot social distance. The real reason is because we all have a biomagnetic field that is an identifying signature to us like an iris or a fingerprint. So the technology that the American public doesn't even know exists, basically they program your sequence into that, and then the technology can find you. And this is how if you could see electromagnetic fields, this is how I would look right now. I'm in one of those green boxes, and you may be too. If you're too like this, we're too close, so our energy fields mesh, and it fucks up the technology. It confuses it, and then there's the terrorist who sits behind the DARPA military supercomputer, reading your thoughts in your head while you think them. Okay, that's the level it's on. And see me. This is normal stuff to me because I was born into this. I was born 165th degree Bavarian Illuminati of Bavarian, Germany. By birth, my birth name is Lisa Renee Payton, born 9/22/70 in Rhineland-Pfalz, Germany, which calculates to 33 times 5, 165th degree born initiate of the Bavarian Illuminati. Okay. The globalists that control the world. But see, I'm not a demon like that. I'm not a reptile like that. My grandmother and my aunt were crucified at the Vatican, and me and my father were contracted for that Military and Pfizer pharmaceutical operation, which they had to kill me. See, COVID-19 was put on the calendar in 2015 during the Jade Helm operation. Jade Helm was a very secretive operation that involved 4 branches of the military. And the intent was to map out the hostile states of America and to map the human brain. And they stocked America's secret prisons. DOD, Task Force 1, FEMA, all of them with millions and millions of ready-to-eat meals, millions and millions of disposable blankets, vaccines, industrialized coffins that hold like 5 or 6 bodies at a time, and truckloads of lime. Okay? And that was all in preparation for the biowarfare operation that was going to roll out. It killed millions, but it didn't work out the way it was because of us. That's why we're stuck here. Okay? And so me and my dad were supposed to be the occult blood ritual sacrifice for the Alex and Avery Ishmael MBA contracts. And this was not a little contract. Alex Ishmael, 6'9". This was going to be like a Magic Johnson contract. They were the whole family on a box of Wheaties everywhere you go, right? And Nick Nemeth, who was my daughter's boyfriend for 4 years, is NHL contract. CIA, Scientology, and Homeland Security secret spy operative contracts. We were supposed to be crucified, just like my grandmother and my aunt were, our blood drinking and our flesh eaten at the Buckingham Palace Spirit Feast on Zeus Day, 12/25/2020. Okay, this is the sickness of this place. This is the seed of Satan. This is the beast system. If you're familiar with the Antichrist, the Dajjal, the mark of the beast, that is what this is. This is America's end of the world. I promise you that. They did this to us. And there are all these people going missing that you're hearing and seeing in the media. That's what's going on. There's too many people that they can't be enslaved and controlled with the technology. And there are over 30,000 missing Americans in DOD Task Force 1 prisons who make up America's slave labor workforce. This is my missing parents. And I haven't seen them in 10 years. This is my missing daughter. She was contracted to be trafficked for the entertainment industry and for a highly classified CIA U.S. military DNA baby breeding program. That's my sister. We're all missing people. That's my oldest daughter, Brooke, and her daughter, my 4-year-old granddaughter, has been on the Patriot Act list since before she could walk or talk. That's another missing persons, Victoria. We were trafficked together. He's part of my international detail, and he's here with me right now from Germany. my birthplace in Germany. And his death was fake. That's Billy. He was my fiance. And when I was 17, he was 20. His death was faked, and I became a trafficked and outsourced international secret spy for the Vatican in violation of a highly classified international secret spy agreement between Germany, Israel, USA, and CIA.
So what do you think about Israel?
What do I think? What do I think? Let me tell you what I think. Let me tell you what I think. Russia and Ukraine. That's that's all part of this operation. And they uncovered 43 DoD bioterrorism labs in Ukraine where they were manufacturing numerous strains of COVID-19 and AIDS. Okay, let me show you what I think of it. This is to my UN representatives. Iran's mission to UN says that their drone and missile attack against Israel was constructed on the strength of Article 51 of the UN Charter pertaining to legitimate defense and in response to Israel's 4/1/2024 attack on the Iranian embassy in Damascus, and that with the attack the matter can be concluded. However, should the Israeli regime ever make another mistake, Iran's response will be considerably more severe. It is a conflict between Iran and the rogue Israeli regime, in which the USA can stay away, Iran said. Here's what I think. Here's me. Allahu Akbar, 80 years of justice in the form of God's wrath is raining down on the man of this illegitimate bastard child, the stolen state of Israel, and the Nazi Zionists of the West, who are the non-Semite, who are the non-Semite illegal occupiers and Satan-serving terrorists, founded and originated under Theodore Herzl at the first Zionist congressional meeting in 1897 in Basel, that laid the foundation for the two false flag world wars that followed, including the Zionist agenda in place under the Nazi regimes of Western Europe and the United States, leading to Prescott Bush's Operation Overpass Paper Clip 1947 to the present, under the Vatican, in the manufacturing of the Jewish state and the Fourth Reich Nazi regime of America and Western Europe, in which over 100,000 Nazis, including Adolf Hitler, were hidden under false identities, while Fourth Reich Nazi established the CIA, NASA, CDC, and the U.S. federal government as it is known today as the world's largest human traffickers and global terrorists. That's what I think. I am the House of David, and they're going to get the fuck up. Those non-Semite, Ukrainian and Lithuanian Khazars, they're going to get the fuck up out the House of David. That's my house. Me, this is how I was born into this. Me, my father's brother Ellis, who's at the Vatican, who's going to be executed with my grandfather for crucifying my grandmother, and how many of her people was crucified. And my youngest daughter, we are the last 4 people on this earth who have the pure-blooded, prime genetic DNA with no contamination of our originating bloodline. The tribe of Judah. We are the true hidden tribe of Judah, and that is why they do this. See, they only drink and eat O-negative blood types because only O-negative is contamination free. They've genetically they've genetically engineered everybody. Okay, everybody's hybrids, and so they won't only eat O-negatives. And so
All my kids are negative too. They're
well, they AB negative and A negative and B negative. These are the people who they recruit to work for them. They are A negative. They're A negative. AB negative. Pope, he's AB negative. Joe Biden. It's the bloodline. Okay, that is their bloodline. This is a 13 family.
Are you ready to get your apartment done yet?
I ain't doing shit in that apartment there. Reasonable accommodation for my disability. Yeah, that's what I told you. You don't have to do it. You don't, and you don't have to go in. I mean, they have to look. They can't send you down to the parking lot or the community room for
I wouldn't go set foot.
Okay, well, you have.
I told you I've had bed bugs twice in 5 months.
I think I could just.
Twice in 5 months. I
Okay.
had them 3 days after I moved in, and now I've got them again.
And do you want to know?
That's why I stay away from everybody.
Okay, that might not be how you get it. Okay, let me tell you what. Up until about between 15 and 20 years ago, bed bugs were an epidemic. Bed bugs are just like the fleas that created Lyme disease. Okay, they are yeah, that's what I meant, ticks. Okay, but they also fleas, and it's just like the mosquitoes that spread the Zika in the West Nile. They are military genetically engineered, and they are released as part of the CIA pharmaceutical research.
Yeah, my grandbaby just had a ticket in the back yesterday.
It's the truth. It's the truth. I'm telling you the truth. And let me tell you what they do. And you are on their targeting list. Many people in here are. Okay? And what they do, they can't do it to me. They can't because everything's monitored. And I have security cameras in my apartment, and I have real-time satellite. But they contaminate people's apartment on purpose. They bring the bed bug.
My son brought his gun today and said, if you motherfucker fucking my mother, I'm gonna tell hot up in here.
Listen.
He said, my mother is disabled. She moved into this apartment, because she could afford it. And I mean, I love my apartment. I don't like the people around me per se, but I love my apartment, but I don't like all the garbage that's in here.
Well,
there's a lot of garbage in here, and you know that. People-wise.
Well, I pretty much stick to myself.
I do too. I don't leave my apartment, but to go to the doctor's and get some kind of groceries. That's it. Because I get $3 in food stamps, so that's got to come out of my check. So I only do that once a month. Unless my son has a good day and he'll say, come on, Mom, let's go get some food.
Well, that is a really good thing that your son came up here and made sure that they know that you have family. Because listen, they prey on that. They prey on, they take advantage of vulnerable people who they know don't have family, friends,
Well, you know
or
what
support.
I told them today? I said, are you going to pay me